Every successful structure begins long before the first wall is raised. For Bjorn, the process starts with choosing the right location. Before a single tool is used, he carefully inspects the surrounding terrain, looking for a stable section of ground capable of supporting the weight of the entire structure. Once the site has been selected, the first task is preparation. With the area cleared, Bjorn carefully marks the footprint of the house. These layout lines establish the exact dimensions of the structure, ensuring every foundation element will be positioned precisely where it belongs. The soil is removed to the required depth, creating space for a stable base capable of distributing the weight of the future wooden house evenly across the ground. Once the excavation is complete, he prepares the foundation mixture. Sand, cement, and water are combined until they form a consistent concrete mix with enough strength to support the structure above. The mixture is then poured into the excavated foundation, completely filling the prepared area. The foundation is left undisturbed while the concrete begins to harden. As the mixture gains strength, Bjorn prepares the next stage of construction. Wooden formwork is assembled to create the support pillars that will elevate the house above the ground. Each frame is positioned with careful measurements, ensuring every pillar aligns perfectly with the foundation layout. With the formwork secured, the concrete mixture is poured into every frame, creating reinforced foundation pillars that will carry the weight of the entire building. After allowing sufficient time for the concrete to cure, the foundation is finally ready for structural work. Using precise measurements, Bjorn positions heavy wooden logs across the tops of the completed pillars. These primary beams form the base frame of the house while transferring structural loads evenly into the concrete supports below. Each log is carefully trimmed before installation, so every joint fits tightly against the next. Once proper alignment has been confirmed, every beam is permanently secured using heavy nails, locking the entire foundation frame into a rigid structure. If you're enjoying the project so far, consider subscribing to Buildora for more complete construction documentaries. With the primary frame completed, Bjorn continues installing the remaining lower and intermediate structural logs using the same measured approach. One by one, each component is positioned, aligned, and secured until the complete base framework is finished. Attention then shifts to enclosing the floor structure. Wooden planks are installed across every section of the frame, gradually transforming the open foundation into a solid working platform. Although this stage requires patience and repetitive work, Bjorn maintains the same level of precision from beginning to end. To improve the durability of the structure, an insulation layer is applied across the wooden logs and floor system. This protective barrier helps shield the timber from moisture while improving the overall longevity of the building. Once the insulation has fully cured, Formica sheets are installed over the wooden surface, creating a smooth, durable layer that prepares the structure for the next phase of construction. With the foundation complete, attention now shifts to the systems that will make the house fully functional. Before the interior floor can be finished, Bjorn begins installing the underground drainage system. Although these components will eventually disappear beneath the finished structure, they play a critical role in the long-term usability. He starts by laying the main sewer line before extending branch pipes throughout the house. Each section is positioned according to the planned layout, ensuring every future plumbing connection can be integrated without major modifications later in the build. Once the drainage network is complete, construction returns to the wooden structure. Bjorn measures and cuts each floor plank individually before positioning it across the base frame. Every board is aligned tightly against the next, creating a continuous floor capable of distributing weight evenly across the supporting beams. Working steadily from one side of the structure to the other, he repeats the process plank by plank until the entire floor is covered. Bjorn begins constructing the entrance staircase. Instead of using manufactured components, he shapes large wooden logs into heavy-duty steps designed to withstand years of daily use. Each piece is carefully positioned and secured, creating a stable transition between the ground and the elevated cabin floor. To improve the exterior appearance, Bjorn repurposes old ceramic tiles around the concrete pillars. A fresh layer of cement is applied before each tile is installed individually. Although this step is largely decorative, it also helps protect the exposed concrete while giving the foundation a much cleaner and more finished appearance. With the main structure progressing steadily, Bjorn turns his attention to an important outdoor feature. Rather than building a traditional indoor kitchen, he decides to construct a dedicated outdoor cooking area. Construction begins with a wooden form that establishes the footprint of the stove. After confirming its position, Bjorn pours a concrete mixture into the frame. creating a solid foundation capable of supporting the considerable weight of the brick structure above. The concrete is left to cure completely before the next stage begins. Once the base has gained sufficient strength, bricklaying starts. Bjorn installs each brick individually, maintaining consistent spacing and alignment throughout the entire structure. Layer after layer, the walls gradually rise until the cooking chamber begins to take shape. With the masonry complete, a steel grill is installed across the cooking area, transforming the structure into a fully functional outdoor stove. To test the finished construction, Bjorn prepares his first meal using the newly completed stove. And the interior floor in place, the project enters one of its most demanding stages. It's now time to raise the walls. Unlike the earlier phases, where progress happened close to the ground, this stage requires every component to be lifted, aligned, and secured with increasing precision. Bjorn begins by preparing the first wall plank. Using precise measurements, he marks the required dimensions before carefully cutting the timber to size. Rather than relying on power equipment for every adjustment, he refines each edge with hand tools, ensuring every surface fits tightly against the adjoining pieces. The same process is repeated for every plank. Before the exterior layer is installed, Bjorn adds a continuous layer of fiber insulation across the wall frame. This barrier fills the small spaces between adjoining wooden members, reducing unwanted air gaps while improving the cabin's thermal performance. Using hand tools, he drills precise openings through selected sections of the wall. Into each opening, he inserts custom-cut wooden pegs. A wooden mallet is then used to drive every peg firmly into place. Unlike metal fasteners alone, these hardwood pegs create tight mechanical joints that help lock the surrounding timbers together while preserving the traditional character of the structure. each new plank weighs just as much as the last. But now, every lift must be made at a greater height. Recognizing the physical strain, Bjorn decides that working harder is no longer the most efficient solution. Instead, he chooses to work smarter. He heads into the surrounding forest and cuts several straight wooden logs that will become part of a simple lifting system. The logs are installed vertically on both sides of the structure, forming sturdy support posts. Next, Bjorn attaches a steel cable together with a hook mechanism, creating a basic manual hoist capable of lifting heavy wall planks with significantly less effort. Although simple in design, the system dramatically changes the pace of construction. Instead of carrying every timber by hand, Bjorn can now raise each plank smoothly into position before guiding it into place. The improvement is immediate. Heavy components that once required considerable physical effort can now be installed with far greater control and accuracy. As the walls approach their planned height, Bjorn cuts an opening for the main entrance. Every cut is carefully measured to preserve the structural integrity of the surrounding wall, while creating a clean opening for the future doorway. With the entrance complete, the remaining wall sections are installed using the same method until the desired height is finally achieved. What began as an open timber platform has now evolved into a fully enclosed wooden structure. For the first time, the house begins to resemble its final form, with strong insulated walls defining both the exterior appearance and the future living space inside. With the walls standing at their full height, the structure is finally ready for one of the most critical stages of the entire project: the roof. More than just a covering, the roof determines how well the house can withstand rain, snow, wind, and changing temperatures. Every beam must be accurately positioned, as even minor errors at this stage can affect the entire structure. Bjorn begins by installing the final horizontal planks along both sides of the walls. These components complete the upper wall frame while providing a solid mounting surface for the roof structure. At first, the outline appears unfinished, offering little indication of the cabin's final shape. To strengthen the frame, Bjorn installs additional supporting planks directly beneath the upper members. These reinforcements increase the rigidity of the wall assembly while creating a clean transition between the walls and the future roof. With the structural framework complete, attention shifts to insulation. Bjorn carefully covers both sides of the roof using fiber insulation sheets. Each section is positioned tightly against the roof frame, minimizing air gaps while improving the cabin's thermal efficiency. The insulation also serves as an additional moisture barrier, helping protect the timber beneath from long-term exposure to condensation. To strengthen the assembly even further, Bjorn installs another series of wooden battens across the insulated surface. Each batten is nailed securely over the rafters, locking the insulation firmly in place while creating a stable mounting surface for the outer roof covering. As the final wooden boards are secured, the roof is fully enclosed for the first time. However, Bjorn knows that timber alone cannot provide complete protection against harsh weather. To improve insulation even further, he applies a thick layer of fiber insulation across the entire roof. Working methodically, he installs each sheet in sequence, ensuring complete coverage from one end of the roof to the other. The additional insulation helps regulate interior temperatures while reducing heat loss during colder months. Once the insulation layer is complete, only one final protective barrier remains. Bjorn carefully rolls out a weatherproof roofing membrane across the entire surface. Each section is stretched into place before being securely fastened, creating a continuous shield that prevents rainwater and melting snow from penetrating the wooden structure beneath. With the exterior shell now complete, the project is ready to move into its final stages, where the remaining functional spaces and finishing details will transform the structure into a fully livable wooden home. Bjorn positions 4 large timber posts that will serve as the primary structural pillars for the new shelter. Each post is carefully aligned before being secured into position, creating a stable foundation for the structure above. With the main support standing firmly in place, he begins assembling the upper frame. Using the same construction principles as the main house, horizontal beams are installed across the tops of the pillars before additional members tie the entire framework together. The result is a rigid structure capable of supporting the roof while resisting movement over time. Once the frame is complete, roof construction begins. Bjorn installs each wooden plank one after another, gradually covering the entire structure while leaving a carefully measured opening for the chimney. Bjorn installs aluminum roofing sheets across the completed frame, overlapping each panel to create a continuous protective surface. After positioning every sheet, he tightens the fastener securely, preventing movement while improving resistance against wind and rain. The outdoor kitchen is now fully protected from the elements. After allowing the floor to cure, Bjorn installs a sturdy wooden workbench inside the shelter. The addition transforms this simple structure into a practical outdoor kitchen, where meals can be prepared comfortably while keeping the interior of the cabin free from smoke and cooking residue. The railings provide additional support while also enhancing the overall appearance of the entrance. Working steadily, Bjorn continues assembling the remaining staircase components until every step and handrail is securely fixed in place. Now, Bjorn shifts his attention to the smaller details that transform a well-built structure into a comfortable home. He begins with the windows. Each window frame is carefully positioned inside the prepared wall openings before being checked for proper alignment. Beyond improving the cabin's appearance, this finishing detail helps protect the exposed roof edges while giving the entire structure a cleaner and more refined profile. With the outer frame installed, he begins attaching the remaining wooden planks. Each plank is carefully aligned before being nailed securely into position. The same process is repeated across both sides of the roof, ensuring every exposed section receives the same level of protection and craftsmanship. Precise fit is essential, ensuring the window sits square within the structure while maintaining a tight seal against the surrounding timber. Once the frames are secured, Bjorn applies a strong construction adhesive around the glass mounting surfaces. The glass panels are then carefully lowered into place and pressed firmly against the frame, creating a clean, weather-resistant installation. Bjorn begins preparing the flooring by cutting each wooden plank to the required length. Working methodically across the floor frame, he positions every board tightly against the next, maintaining consistent spacing and alignment throughout the entire level. Only one final piece is missing: the front door. Bjorn carefully constructs the door using solid timber, cutting each component before assembling the frame into a single rigid panel. Additional wooden details are incorporated into the design. The completed door is then lifted into position and carefully mounted inside the entrance opening. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to Bjorn and watch more amazing videos in future.